Hello and welcome. It's time for some space engineers. So I found a spot where I'm going to place my new base. So we'll be doing that first. Did a few prep work after I finished the last session. Yeah, the timer started at 0. I don't know why. Silly. But just reset it and it's good to go. So yeah, well, we'll check it out when we get inside. I did find a good spot to set up a new base. It's in the flatlands near that NPC thingy, the work bubble, whatever. It's close by to that, so shouldn't be too much of a hassle to get money once we're up and running. And then we can either use that money to buy resources we don't have, or other stuff we don't have or have access to, or ships, or we just do it to build up faction points with them. We'll see how it goes. That's a long way off. First and foremost, we have to establish the base, and then once that is done, we have to secure it by building gun turrets and whatnot to make sure that the NPCs won't come in and destroy all our hard work. Just gonna load up the game. Takes a bit of a time because there is lots of mods being loaded as well. So how you doing, Fend? Maybe from now on I should probably load in the game before I start up, so we can get started and don't waste time looking at the loading screen. And a quote. Yeah, what I do is I go to the workshop and then I sort by the most popular at all times. And then I just pick the ones that sounds interesting. I mean, you can check my list in the beginning of the previous episode. I don't use all of them. I have tried them all, but I figured some I don't use. Anyway, this is the platform that we're on. Just going to be loading in a little bit. Also, this little plot here didn't charge by being stationed here, so I needed to connect it. So I just did this. I'm probably going to leave this here. I'm just going to take all the freaking resources with me. Come on, open up. But mods I can suggest is the corner mods for the what do you call it, the building blocks, to make more decent looking stuff if you want. It's not a must, but I enjoy it. Also, scripts is quite important to have. You don't download them from the workshop like that. You create, when you start your game, you make sure you include allow scripts or whatever that is, and then once you place a programmable block down, you can go to the workshop and I think you download them from the workshop or subscribe to them from the workshop, and then you have access to them there. I have a lot of mods that is various vehicles, so I don't have to build them by myself, which is always a good thing. I don't think we need the gravel stuff. Wait, this was already in there. So let's just take all this stuff. Yeah, that's good. So we have all nickel, silicon, iron, plate, cobalt. And it's light enough over there, so there shouldn't be any issues. So in we go, and then we pressed K to get to the remote control block. Nice. My tip, if you're not using it, would be to have a projector project the ship, and then you build into the projection. Just an idea, a suggestion. So change that, we turn on the engines, we unlock from the base, and here we go. I did add more engines to the ship, so should be able to Are we moving forward? Oh yeah, we're moving forward at a very slow pace. It's okay. Cool. There are a few mods. I have a mod that one guy has been very busy on the workshop and made a lot of different vehicles, both atmospheric thrusters, ion versions, and hydrogen versions. So basically 3 different thruster types on the same vehicle, but he made like, I don't know, 15 different types of vehicles maybe. Everything from small rovers to large cargo ships and whatnot. And it's all based on small grid, which is... Wait. GPS, where am I going? I'm going to... Yeah. Where is that? Am I going in the right direction? No, I'm not. That's where I'm going. He also have a blueprint for a construction or manufacturing bay, which basically has 6 welders as well as some pistons, so you can move it around, or not move it around, but back and forth. And it's attached to a projector via a merge block. Do I have that here? Let's see. That is nav thrusters and that's thrusters, okay. So put that down here, toggle block on off. So what I'm going to do now, unless I'm doing it wrong, is I'm going to turn off the nav thrusters. And no, I need that. By turning off the nav thrusters, it will not get me into braking as soon as I let go of the acceleration. He's using a script on that work factory manufacturing plant that basically set him up to so you can move the pistons using the A and D keys or something like that. Wow, this is really high up. Let's not go over the mountain, let's just go across, because I'm worried that I don't have the strength or the power up here. I tried to set it up in my previous game, but I just couldn't quite get it to work, so it got frustrating. So The benefit of using that one and using station placed welders is that it doesn't miss any blocks in between, which you might do yourself when you are welding by hand. You can also set up the projector to only show the buildable blocks, so that's slightly easier. I will probably build a welding bay where I can put the stuff that I need and have the bay itself build it instead of me doing it by hand. I made a few ships by myself, but nowhere. Well, actually, the one I did in my previous playthrough, I really liked that one. I don't think I did make a blueprint out of it though, so that sucks. Anyway, let's hope we have enough power to reach where we need to go and that we don't crash. Just gonna tilt a little bit more to get the path aligned. There we go. Why are you building a 200-meter long ship? Is it in space or is it on planet? Are you going to bring it out into space? Is that going to be your, space base? Yeah, I still have the prior save, so I will do that. So it's ready because it actually has enough power on the in the thrusters to move about in an atmosphere with fully loaded cargo holds and drills, which is nice. Oh, okay. Yeah. Scripts are useful. I'm gonna put a script. There is one script that is battery script. So if you have a ship with a bunch of different batteries, I think you need more than one battery on your ship to make that work. Actually, I'm not 100% certain on that. But it will sort of automate the charging sequence. It will put some battery on backup and some battery on recharge and things like that, so you don't have to worry about it. And then another script that is useful, it's a automated inventory script. It helps you, like, if you write within brackets what you want in a storage container, it will move everything there, like component or ingot, those kind of things. And then you can use automated LCDs too. I like that script. It allows me to see on the fly, basically, on a screen, how much I have of my ingots, my ores, my components, and can also tell me how much I have in my tanks of oxygen or hydrogen, as well as the battery power. Okay, this is where we're going to start descend a bit, and we're also going to slow down. One thing I noticed in the previous game I played, get automated inventory sorting. Not quite sure which one I'm using. Once I'm safely landed, I will check it out. I think I can access it. Anyway, one thing I noticed in my previous save when I was going to the NPC base is that it spawned a lot of pirate bases in between, which is, awesome if you're into that. Let me just put the station up so we have it. There we go. Yeah. It kind of sucks at times though, because you might not have the right tools to handle it. I usually go in by foot and just bring a high power rifle or a high speed rifle and lots of ammo, and I sneak up. Try to stay just shy of 800 meters because their towers are set to 600, I think, by default. And any gun turret you set up is defaulted to 600 meters range, but you can always up it to 800. That way your defenses start firing before their offenses, basically. So that bunker I don't like. The defense station definitely don't like it. So it's gonna be risky setting up nearby here. But then, okay. Really, even using the pod, starting pod designed for that place, for the moon. That's weird. I thought they sorted all of those issues out. Okay, another bunker showing up. I'm surrounded by assholes. Fire, assholes. Well, I could build into that mountain, or, I'm staying close to the lake. So this is going to be a risky game setting then. Game setup for me here. Because, let's see, I'm very high. Sorry, way high. Going down here. Turn that on. I have to land soon enough because we are running out of power. No, not really. We have enough to land one way or another. Even without power we will land. Can't guarantee the survival rate though, but we'll land. I actually think that it might be beneficial to put this down here. I mean, we have the iron here, so we set this up in this little alcove, or down here by the lake. That would be beneficial, maybe. I don't know how high this wall is, but it might offer some good stuff. I always play it safe. Yeah. I think it has ion thrusters, which is awesome because you can just grind them down for the platinum or whatnot. But yeah, it would suck to crash it. But then again, if the survival kit survived, then that's it. That's okay. Really, one thruster is every direction here. On this one is not enough. So that one is 4.5, 3.4, 4.4. So yeah, I'm surrounded by space pirates. Controls are a bit sluggish, or I'm lagging, I don't know which one. Probably lagging, it looks like, because it doesn't do as I suggest. Yeah, see, that was lag, that wasn't me. So we turn off the onion and we turn on those. And we landed where we're gonna die. Okay, I'm stuck, I can't move. I can move sideways and stuff, but I cannot walk I can jump. What the frick? Okay. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go back into this. Now we can't do that there. We do that here. Control panel, where is the beacon is off, yes. Battery, antenna. Do we have an antenna? We should have an antenna. Turn that off. And then we set another marker here. GPS. Lake's site. There we go. Okay. First things first. We cannot use iron ore in this machine. So we start with these things. And we place our little base. Now I had a drawing somewhere. There we go. On what I want my base to look like. So let's build it like that and see if we're allowed to maintain it. Okay, so we go over here. Where's the lake? Lake is over there. Good. Okay, I ran out of material. It's okay. Let's dig our way into the mountain. Or this one. It's good enough for what we need it to be, which is basically a safe place to possibly store the ship. Since the introduction of planets, I haven't really started in space. I feel it's too easy because you have access to everything. I mean, I know it's still challenging because you are stuck on a ship and you have just a limited amount of time before you need to find at least ice and then some power source as well. But I still feel like it might be easier to start in space. Could be wrong, and if I am, then I am. Wouldn't know until I try it myself. Yeah, but if I start, I mean, I'll probably start with a yellow ship if it still exists. I like that one. It was big enough. It was a big red ship, but a small big red ship. But it have everything you needed. But then again, as I said, I haven't done it since the introduction of planets, and then since the introduction of the survival kits, I have no idea what its ship configuration is. So now I have to set this one up to make, yeah, come on, show me. There you go. Yeah, make 2,000 ingots just for fun. Probably what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this in here, remove the solar panel, and just bring the ship in. Just so it's safe space. Every time I say space, I'm thinking about Tim Curry in Command and Conquer series. He was playing the Russian military commander. And you know, at the end of the war against GDI, which you controlled, I think he hinted on like a second or a continuation of the game by going into space, where he will move into his base there, or something like that. That was back in the days when full motion videos or whatever was used in games to make them interesting. Start with a blue ship in a solar system, open world, and no mods. Tell me about easy. Okay, I'll do it. What's the blue ship? Is it a driller or is it what is the configuration in terms of tools on it? Meow meow meow. Yeah, you need the H2 generator. I guess that's part of the standard setup, because this starting pod here on the Earth-like planet is the same. You have an O2H2 generator, you have a survival kit, and a small cargo container, plus whatever you can fit into your seat. So I guess they just changed the starting location and possibly engine types. Does it start with hydrogen thrusters or ion thrusters? Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Yeah. So I think we made the hole wide enough. Now we just need to make it tall enough to be able to bring in this little ship. Pronunciation is not easy. It was. That's the one I used, and I figured out to use the gravity generator on it to extend it. So when you mined, the resources fell onto the ship or something like that. That way you didn't have to chase them around in the space. Oh, we have a space pirate supply transport moving sideways. Well, I guess it's moving forward, but it's moving sideways along our base. Yeah, I know that once when we were playing together, way back when, I know one of us started with a yellow and another one started with a blue ship, and then we just destroyed them for the resources. As we build our bases up. So this is going to be probably our primary base here. I am going to set up back at the mountain range where my mountain base was. I'm going to set up a secondary place once I got silver and up and running. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we cheesed the game back then. Spawning a new pod so we could get free resources. That was fun. So I'm going to set up another base back home or back in the mountain area, because I have a starting location there with the basic resources or basic machinery. And if I just put a survival kit or something in the mountain and hook it up to the current system so it's powered, then in case of total destruction here or whatever, I have a backup site that I can plot my revenge at. Gravity is not... Okay, let's do this. Floating rocks on a planet is worrisome. A little bit. Just gonna make this level. Yes. This neutral Swede is plotting revenge. That's alright. I ain't in Sweden anymore. I can plot my revenge as much as I like to. Wonder if I can fit that little thing in here. Well, it fits, but you know, wonder if it's still functioning when I get it in here. Probably need to make this slightly wider or deeper. I mean, out here it looks good, but in here it does not. So, press the right button. Even out the ceiling a bit. There we go. Yeah, go for it. It's a fun game. Okay, let's see. How much are we on battery power? Fully depleted in 2 hours. That is not a lot of time. But it might be... Let's charge up whatever. I don't know. We don't need to charge up anything. That's the button. Okay, so let's make 100 of those. And then we go G. So we have to build a new refinery stuff. So we go refinery. We build a basic one. And we remove catwalk. Oh, we need wind turbines as well. So after that is the assembler. No, that's not the assembler we need. It's this one, right? Basic assembler, yes. Pool. There. Or actually, we're not going to use poles, so we don't need that at all. We are... Or are we? We start out with a pole, I guess. That's one, two. So we have... That's all we need, yes. And then wind. So we need... Damn it, I pressed the wrong button. We need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we need that one, which we can't throw in. Unless we get rid of one of those. Let's start with a pole. Wind. Yeah, progression is on. But I've unlocked a few things. I haven't unlocked these here because I need to build this assembler to unlock the modules, which is okay, and then antenna stuff and all that. But since I've already unlocked them, I can find them here. So wind, we have that. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4. Assembler, 5. Well, that's 6. And then refinery. Basic. There we go. Get to work, a little thingy. We need 2,700 stone or iron. We have 500. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. I downloaded a mod to... Yeah, I actually never been to Mars. I never get too far in my games or when I play Space Engineers to actually make it to another planet. I make it into space well enough, but then I just return back to my base on Earth because I just go there for uranium and platinum. And most of my ships that I build to take me into space have very limited capability to maintain in space before I run out of either storage or ice. And I did build one that it was a big ship. It had a lot of cargo capabilities, no defenses whatsoever, no shields, no weapons, no nothing. And I had a modded ore detector, which I tweaked to have a fairly good range as a large ore detector. I think the small one has a range of 50 and the large one has a range of 150 in the vanilla game. But this one I tweaked the ini file to give me 150 on the small and 500 on the big. It was fun. But I was being chased by space pirates and they move in fast. And I mean, yeah, there is a speed limit, which is good, unless you download a mod that doesn't have a speed limit. But as long as I stayed ahead of them, they couldn't reach me. But whenever that happened, my only way to escape was basically going back to my base on the planet, because I did have gun turrets there. But every freaking time it was night, and I could not see diddly squat. So I crashed into the mountain a few times, reloaded, tried it again, and then slowly coasted my way to my base. And like, meh. But this time it's going to be different. I will be aiming to visit every planet and moon in the system. Is that really a hole to the top? That's not good. Let's not test it out. Is this big enough to fit my ship? Maybe, if I reverse in, or whatever. How are we? Still need 2,700. Let's get started by taking these and continuing on the base. I always start on the Earth planet as well. I don't know why. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, so my base is going to be 15 by 25. Scientifically calculated to be big. Funny, isn't it? Calculations are off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. That means that's 14. Yay! Good thing this wasn't with Scrap mod. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yep, we needed one more. 15. Why are you building it there? There. Yes, I'm counting in Swedish. Okay, now it's going to be, how high did I make it? 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sure, let's do that. Doesn't work. So this is basically the layout of my base. I'm gonna have ramps I drive up here. I'm gonna have those kind of, hangar doors placed here. It's actually calculated wrongly. Yeah, I'm good at that. Anyway, it doesn't matter. I just moved these blocks or removed them so I can why can't you, let's see, is it, no, it's not, is it? Yes, there we go. I wish you could do that when you have this one selected. There is a limit on the hangar doors. They can open up two blocks, and then they themselves take up one block. However, if you put them on pistons and have the pistons extended as when they're closed and then retract when you open, you can have it way more. I think each piston extends 10 meters, so you can have really I think he builds his bigger, or yeah, he didn't stick to the 9x9 when he did the Space Engineer series back in the day. Let's see how much. I have 13 left. Okay, so this is going to be a temporary setup for the yeah, we start here. Just do this. There we go. It's going to be a temporary setup for my machines. Probably need to mine for more resources. Which order did I set them up? Started with the power poles, which is so stupid on me. Oh well. I guess it's a good idea to have power. Yeah, he did a series of it back in, I don't know, 2015, 2016, something. I was surprised as you were. I mean, he is Mr. Minecraft. So I was surprised to see him doing that, but he did. One, 2, 3. And then that one. Hey, we got power. This was, I think, before planets were released, or the solar system for Minecraft. Actually, just having 2 of these up and running. Yeah, And we did follow every series he did on Minecraft, and then he did one series on Space Engineers, and that's it. It would be interesting to see how he tackles it now with all the updates that's been added to the game. I'm sure he'll do fine though. Yeah, it's my wife. She's making face masks on the sewing machine, so the microphone picks up sounds. No, don't worry about it. Just think of it as factory sounds, atmospheric, or to give it more of a interesting atmosphere of the game. Yeah, she's getting orders for face masks, so she's busy making. Usually we would be focusing on making bags and pouches and stuff, but since we're not supposed to be outside or mingle with a bunch of unknowns, we switch gears to make face masks. Oh, Fen says hi.
Hi, Mark.
She says hi back. Dum, 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 dum. So we have 2 solar or wind powers up and running, which is just a large beacon of targeting vectors for the space pirates that I'm surrounded by. Once we get the basic refinery and other one up and running, we're going to focus on putting walls on this monstrosity. The square box, or rectangular box. And then my plan is to have storage underneath with conveyor belts and connectors, so I can just either fly in or drive in and drop off my ore or whatever cargo I might be carrying at the time. Bunker, supply transport, it's heading out of the range. Supply cache. Supply caches are good to take over. They usually have a lot of resources. And then you can just grind out their entire base. I started on the lake once, and it was the same game where I was attacked by space pirates while I was in space. And what I did was that I took over a few of their bases using a hacker block. But first you go in with your machine gun or rifle or whatnot and take out towers, so you create a blind spot. And then you use that blind spot to get close to the base. Then you slap on the hacker tool on the wall. Doesn't matter where you do it, just as long as it's attached to the base. And then it takes that over a random system every, I don't know, 15-30 seconds. And once you have the entire base taken over, then you can just move in and it's yours. So you can access to the storage containers and everything like that. It's a neat tool instead of having to destroy everything. Yes. Well, my task is later. I don't do the sewing because I'm not skilled at it. So the division of labor is that I help her with some offcuts, and I put in the straps for the face masks, and then I go to the post office and deliver them to the post office. But yeah, she's doing the creative part there. I'm doing the creative part in virtual worlds. This one looks like could use with a trim at the floor level to make it slightly deeper. Come on. Okay, and out we go. Now, I would be dead if a space pirate decided to come visit. So, let's hustle. I think that the basic refinery can handle magnesium, which is good because we need to grab that as soon as we are able to and build some defenses. Start with interior turrets. Not as powerful as the other ones, but they should be able to keep the base alive for a little bit longer, I think. Oh, I'm kind of a silly goose. If I were clever, which, I am sometimes, I promise. Let's get rid of this one. Okay, we'll make sure we can write. Connector. So, place that there. And then we go. Building this up. If we connect to our base now, we can charge the battery on the little survival kit. Yeah, I'm going to remove the solar panel thingy because I know it's not big enough to handle that. But yeah, it might not be wide enough either. Flying through the blades like they're not there. You need 6 motors. Yeah. Are you making motors? Hey, make motors. Yeah, shouldn't be any issues. We're only, 300 short on the iron before we complete the entire build. There we go. We didn't select to build a battery. Hey, still missing items. I'm carrying stuff here that this little ship doesn't know how to handle. But yeah, it definitely looks narrow. You're right. Let's open wide. The only thing that needs to survive is the survival kit, but just, dropping it off isn't going to do anything unless it's attached to a power source. where is the sun is there, and then we have a mountain on this side. Yeah, should be okay. More resources. I was hoping that there was a way to get rid of all this dust that is flying around. Like you see black screen, you don't know what's happening. It's extra frustrating when you're drilling like this, using scaffolding or whatever as a guide to where to drill, but you can't see squat because of the freaking black stuff in the way, the dust particles. But there's no way to turn that off, which sucks. For a line of light armor to inside a cave, then power inside a... Yeah, I could do that. But I need to attach... I mean, yes, I can attach this 3 here. Dink. And possibly the H2O2 generator. So that's basically all that needs to be there. I mean, I could reset or remake this ship to function as my drill ship and whatnot. Okay, I'm going to show you a few things. If I'm doing this correctly, Shift F10. Yes, this is the blueprint. So, of course, it doesn't show pictures of my stuff, which is weird. This one is Splitsies, the Butterball atmospheric miner. It's good. So I made a few of these here, the SAM, the small grid. I don't know why it doesn't show pictures, because they should come with pictures, but still. This is the, let's see, all these here, ISL. The guy that made them, he's been very busy. So they all have the same color scheme, and they come in different variations for what you might need on in an atmosphere, in space, or wherever. So just select one of these, and then you can start building it if you have a projector stuff. Lots of different ships. Yeah, that's silly. If you create a blueprint, it should come with a picture, I would think. But then again, that would make sense, wouldn't it? And not everything that Keen software is doing makes sense. Like, how come you cannot combine small blocks and big blocks without using some convoluted way in between, like a big rotor with a small rotor head or whatever? And also, in Medieval Engineers, which is another game they're making, don't think it's as popular as Space Engineers. There you have the ability to place the blocks better. It doesn't have just one lock point or something like that. I don't know. I haven't been playing that in a while. Considering that my thing is working now, how are we on the battery? 1 hour left. Shit. We need to get it hooked up to our base before it runs out of power. Because once it runs out of power, it's game over. Doesn't have to be destroyed, because yeah, there is no way I can... Well, it's not actually game over if I get the refinery and assembler up and running on base thingy. So let's see, do we have, what, 7? Basic assembler? Want to start with that, or want to start with basic refinery? Refinery first, maybe? Move it there. No, that was wrong. 9, there. We have it there. And why are we taking it off? There we go. Thank you. And of course, let's go. Remove that. For the plates. Come on. Me? Why are you not giving me the plates? I want plates. We want plates. Well, you don't have to do that now. Do those. Those were slightly more important at this time. This suck. Because of the situation that we're in, and this basic assembler or whatever cannot or this thing over here does not know how to handle grids. I should have used up that to make grids. I can't build a medium-sized container or a small container for the base, which is what I want. I wanted to place between the refiner and assembler, but that's not happening. What resources are we carrying in here? 1 plate. Great. That's enough to place the starter of the assembler, which is good. So we place this one there. Good, good. And then we take them away from here, like so. And then we right click and we right click. Even though I don't have a battery to store power, we should be able to get this crap up and running over here. There we go. So what else? Just need 300 units of iron ore. Should be able to get that. Actually, we can go and get straight up here. Since the refinery is up. Let's not dilly-dally with stones. And that will extend the lives. Well, it won't really, because I still need it to make this stuff. There we go. We got iron axis. I was just going to say, great, this is a flat surface, no risk of running into anything. And what did I do? I ran into something. Good thing it was just an image of a bush and not actually a bush. See how quickly we get iron ore. Thank you. That should be enough to complete the construction over here. Yeah, it is. All construction is done, which means we grab everything we need and we build up the refinery or the assembler. Ta-da! Now let's see, can this one handle production? Can't really, what is needed? We don't need that, we don't need that, don't need those two. Programmable. Yes, we can build a programmable block. Large steel tube. So this button and then this button, right? Yeah, you have enough. Let's go get the stuff back from here. I will show you the scripts that is useful. Ta-da! We just place it back here, number 5. We grab the resources needed for it. And then we place it down. And we build it. I don't have any inventory at the time, but I can still show you the script. So you need to enable script in the setup, even if you miss doing it when you start a new game. Just go to load game and select the save file and edit it in the game menu. So there we go. We go to edit, browse scripts, and the scripts you downloaded. So automatic LCDs 2, it's a very advanced or very versatile script. It sorts everything you need. Battery status script, I don't think I'm using that. This one is good for your ship. Just place some lights at the back of your ship and name them as cargo light, and they will start flashing red when your cargo is full, and they're green when the cargo is empty. Don't using this one, don't using this one, not using this one. I still have them downloaded though. This inventory manager is similar to automatic LCD 2, but I find automatic LCD that one to be easier to use. Ship refueler, this is the one that sells up your batteries for recharge and backup and all that, but I think you need more than one battery on your ship to make that happen. So you just load this one and run it, and that's it. Just make sure you have a programmable block on your ship, and that it handles everything else. Then you have some solar alignment scripts, inventory displays. Vector thrust is useful if you just have a few thrusters. So you put them on rotors, and then they will vector in depending on which direction you're going at, which is good. Now I don't do any changes on that. So that's awesome. Let's just assemble this one as well. Here we go. So yeah, Izy, check out Izy script, IZY, and automated inventory 2. So next would be, I guess, a connector. Just to hook this up. Doesn't need to be connected with power or anything, or just connected to power. We don't have enough iron ingots. No, we don't. Where is the hole that I made? I don't want to have to dig another hole. Oh, here it is. Come on, give me. This is basically just a power plug. Yeah, you can't be short on any of this stuff. There you go. Okay. Control, power on, unlocked. I wish you would remember your distance setting when you do this stuff. I mean, when you're outside of the ship. There we go. Connected. Power off. Full recharge in 29 minutes. Wait, we can go check that again. 400, 400, 400, 400. Good. Wind speed 80. Excellent. So it's just a little bit of doing the same. Let's go to GPS, we turn off this one. We turn off ice cave. Turn off mountain base. Turn off. We actually delete that one. And we create a new one. GPS lake. Basic. Yep, that's it. Okay. Battery. G, battery. 2. Wait, we need a cargo hold as well. Cargo. Small to start with. There we go. And you're gonna make all of those things for me. What do you need? You should have all the stuff except for the iron ore. So let's go get that. Good. Plenty of iron. It's really dark at night. Come on. See the production. Can you build? Holy shit, you cannot build ammo. Well, oh, you can build those. Yeah, good. Just need magnesium. So small gun turrets. It is internal gun turrets. Battery is 6. Now we don't want them to be exposed. So I think having them here is probably a good idea. Plenty of that. We have cobalt enough. So we have all the resources we need, right? I need 37 silicon, 80 nickel, and 4 cobalt. Yeah, we have everything we need. Just move it over to the assembler. There, all white. I wish the text wasn't red. I wish it was maybe yellow or something that is much easier to read. But yeah. Move that one, and battery. Can remove this one. I'll take turret. Now, according to my little thingy here, this one. Let's see, which one is it? Which way is it? And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6. I have to figure out where the closest magnesium is so I can start mining that. So I can start making more ammunition. Come on. Do we have any? I think we have. Let's see. Here we go. And then we go to the ice lake and see if we can find some magnesium. Ice lake is in this direction. No, all the lakes are ice. Right. I think all of them are over there, yeah. So they have no use. So we see what we can find here. Should have checked up on this while it was still light out. It doesn't look like this lake has actually access to any ore. Just ice. Which is okay. Would be nice to have access to magnesium though. I know I have some along the way. I just didn't bother writing it down, I guess. Whoop, there's a tree. There's a bouncy hill. Oh. Iron and cobalt. Yeah. What else do we have? Didn't we activate the mountain base GPS? No, we did not. No, we did. There. I just want to see because I did fly from that. Okay. Like in a straight line, and I came across silicon along the way. And where there's silicon, there might be magnesium. Don't want to get too close to that bunker though. Yeah, that's pretty much as close as I want to get. Okay, never mind. We wait until daytime when I can see the discoloration. Yep, still the battery. Okay, both batteries are up. Also, the recharge script only works on ships. It doesn't work on 3 hours, 3 hours. It doesn't work on bases. That's okay. You don't really need to put your base onto recharge mode, I think. Nope. What am I carrying? Things you're not interested in grabbing, right? And this one. There we go. And then we land. Go in here and select it to make. Okay, good. Just need you to get ammunition. I have 3 clips. I can give you 1 clip each. Don't know how useful that would be, but it's a start. Turret. Turret. Turn off that. Turret 2. Idle moments, not instead. And this one, 800. Now for me to be able to control that turrets, I need a control seat. Right click, 1. Right click, 1. And 1. There. Some defenses are set up here. Should be enough. Next is to build. Right, we were supposed to build that. Refinery. Assembler. Battery. Nope, not battery. Car. Small cargo container versus a large. Plate component. We could build a large. We can build all the things we need. So should we do that, or should we start with a small? Let's start with a small one. Probably don't need it there. I already had it there. Okay. Need a lot more iron. Grabby. Well, the trick is put in a gyroscope for stabilization and be able to maneuver, and also the maneuvering thrusters left, in the 4 different directions. If you're low on resources, can't find resources, and you just want to move base, you just need a remote control block and a gyroscope, but you need to tilt your ship to gain speed, and then you need to tilt in the other direction to decrease the speed. So it's not always that easy. I mean, I've crashed several times and tipped over a few times as well. So it is a risky maneuver. But if you're not happy with your starting location and you manage to find another one, I mean, once you build your basic assembler and refinery, or at least basic assembler, you can start making the the hydrogen bottles. So just make a bunch of those, and then you can just load them up with ice. Usually you find ice. If you don't find the lake, then you can find the ice in the mountains, just break down some snow. It's not as efficient. I mean, you don't get as much from each chunk, but a full inventory of ice is still a full inventory of ice. So what I really don't like is the nights. I need to get at that cryopod up and running. Let's see. This one, but I need 3 medical components, which requires ice. Silver. Where's the medical components? There. So I need 667 silver for one. So I need, just a inventory size full of silver ore, and I should be good to go. Then we can just bypass the nights altogether, like they never happened. That's another good mod to have, the sleep mod. Try and get that one. And if you want a challenge, you can have sparse resources. Basically, it makes resources more difficult to find, but when you find it, it's usually bigger concentration of it. But in the beginning, you probably have to rely a lot on whatever you find in rocks and whatnot. What are we missing here? We're missing construction components, steel tubes, motor, computers. So move that. And we put that. Was it large steel tube or was it small? It's small steel tubes. So we move those to somewhere down here. We take this and move up here. Why are you telling me what I can't do instead of giving me what I want? I want these. Oh, I had those. Now give me the computer. Production, computer. Thank you. Just being silly. There. Oh, other mods that you might be interested in that you don't have in the vanilla is this stuff here, the assertive mod and the ground occupation mod. Those things add, I think those are the ones that add the space pirates and all that, and also the overhead flyers. And if you have those, then you are at risk of being attacked every now and then. But on the other hand, you're also in for more challenging and interesting gameplay, I feel. Come on, there we go. Mine. Just hope daytime comes soon here on this side. Because this is not fun. we go. Control panel. 30 rounds. That will not last long. Speaking of, another mod that might be interested is tracer bullets or something to that effect. Basically, every bullet is a tracer bullet, so you know where to fire at nighttime and such. Or even during daytime, you see where the shots are going. Quite useful while in space. So how are we doing with the iron ore? Do we make enough to build iron? We have 4,000 in the refinery and we needed 4,000. So we move this to the assembler. We can move from that small cargo container. Wait, aren't you the small cargo container? No, you're not. Oh. Yeah. Don't steal my shit. Three 7. We should have enough iron. Nickel 23. Shouldn't be an issue. Only show what's on this. There we go. Basic assembler. Oh, that's what you had. Oh, really that low on nickel? No, we have more. Yay, we have all the resources we need to build this silly thingy. And then we just add an extra 100 at the end there. And we go like so. Now our plan is to have each container is 3 blocks wide, each of the large containers. So if we have 3, let's say 5, 3, 4, 5, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. That doesn't make sense. Okay. Let's do some Swedish math again, shall we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. And on this one we have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. So we should remove 7, 6. 6. And then we have a hole here in the center. Good. One, two, three there. Yes. Okay. I will not complete the construction of these floors because Probably have to remove some of them. But for now we place them down, and then we can make the holes. Now the holes need to be 5 deep. No, more, I think. Question is, do we need one back here? How many containers are we going to need? We're going to need one for components, one for ore, and one for ingots. Then we could have one for ice. So that's 12. So we do, like, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. And here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in. There we go.
Energy low.
Okay. There we go. So that's too deep. Three. Actually, we don't need to get too deep. 3 deep is actually enough, because if we just have one connection point in the center, so this is the bottom here, so since each of these large containers, let's see, well, this one is 3 by 3, right? And it has a port on either side. So if I bury it by placing it one below here, or I can even actually have it so we can on this level and just drive over it, and then we have a space between them where we put a connector on a piston, and then we have a conveyor junction below that will bring it into the system. But if we place this at the right level, okay, let's dig down here. Probably need to place some catwalks to be able to drive on, which could be nice. Could be a nice look to have that at this level, actually. Down the center here. And maybe on the sides is some more internal walls. Cost a bit more to make, but could be worth it. Now 4 containers is 12 blocks wide. So if we make, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And this is where the middle is, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Which is just between where we're supposed to be. So we put it there instead. That way we can have 2 containers back here, or 1 container and 1 large tank for hydrogen. And then we can have 2 containers here, or ingots, and then up against the walls we will have refineries and such. Yeah, that could be good. So just need to make a base here. It's a plan for the future. Hey, the sun's coming up, or something is coming up. So is this a good plan or not? I think it is. But then again, I came up with it, so of course I would do that. So 1, 2, 3. Basically, this one is too low. So we 1, 2, 3. This one is too low. Four. There. Even though it doesn't matter, like if you place the container or machine or whatever, and there's still some voxel hiding inside it, it doesn't matter. The machine will still function the way it's meant to do. Just I don't like it. I want to have the area clear completely. So we place another one of those here, and then here, 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 and here. That would mean that this space is now open. G is for conveyor junction. Can we place one? No, we cannot. Can we grab one? Wrong button. There we go. Basically means that this one shouldn't be here. Let's do this. And then we place one there and one there. And the same on this side. This is where the connectors kind of come through. So if we put this here, we can remove this one so we can work in there. And then we take that one, and that one. This is where you need to be careful so you don't drill through your blocks like that. Always a good thing to place your conveyor junction first. That way, yeah, of course not. Because that's usually the connection point on machines, actually. Yep, good. Now if we build this one here, then we can't see that one. So let's not do that. Let's drop all this stuff out. And can you make 20 of those? Should have enough iron. Iron. Really? Man, you sure used up a lot of iron. Why? I got a good feeling about this place though. It's out in the open, but the good thing is that it's flat surface, so I can build more. La 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 la, there. Without having to tear stuff down or spend time removing stuff. I guess we can name this, we don't name it anything. Hide empty. I think that's what we needed to get this. What did I just take? Didn't I take small steel tubes? No, I didn't. I was just looking at it. Now we took small steel tubes. And I saw that my bottle was empty, so... we open up, refill the bottle, or we take another bottle and put that back in. And then we use this little device over here. And recharge. Next order of business is to get the magnesium. Ideally we should probably hook up our turrets as well, but these 3 turrets here is just temporary. Here we go. Now before we do anything drastic, let's just make sure this is connected, and then it was connected here. It's connected, so this one is now holding stuff together, so we can remove this. Can remove this. Yes, our inventory is full. That happens. Number 7. Turret plates. it's not going to give up. It's going to be asking to build. So let's remove everything, drop everything back, reselect. There we go. Otherwise it's just going to keep giving me the resources needed. For the large refinery and assembler. Nope, we already did that once. So we remove the second one. Grab that. Do we have enough resources to build what we need to build? Yeah, we should have, right? Yeah, definitely got. So we're going to have a line going from here. Actually, we're going to have a line going from the center part, which I think would be down here. So this, going to have a second container following here, another conveyor junction underneath, and then we have a tube going between them. Same setup here, and then coming up here in the center we have a connector hooked up to a piston that when it extends either by a sensor or just a button panel, just basically need one button panel, set it up to just hook up to underneath, and then on the sides, on the walls, we can have landing platforms like this stuff where we can land the ships that has a connector in the butt or something. Shouldn't really start on that one, but it's okay. All components successfully. Okay, so now we have a container that isn't hooked up anywhere. Nice, isn't it? So we have the resources for the refinery and the assembler. We just need to build them. And I assume, or not quite sure where to do it, and we also made an extra. Or did we? Let's do another 100 of those just to be on the safe side. Doesn't really look like we have. Well, maybe we do. There we go. 50 blocks. What is this one? Number 8. It's interior plates. Do we have any interior plates? Computer. No, we don't. Give me 100 interior plates. Come on, give me some plates. I don't need too many to start with, just a few. Just to make it easier for me now, component. That way you should be able to see. There we go. So, this is the hole in the ground. Don't know how deep I need to go, but we start with there. Don't need this one, I think. I wish they would sort that out so you don't dig downwards when you don't want to. Okay, there's the hole. Good. I mean, it doesn't really matter much now because I'm going to clear out this entire hole anyway. So on here we're going to have 1, 2. I think that's the way it is. And then we have another junction. And then another 2. And then another junction. Let's get rid of this stuff. Conveyor junction, and then a piston that goes here. Such. Okay, we see the issue now. No, we don't. Come on. Piston goes there. And then on the piston we have a connector. Oh, I need steel plates. So we grab that. I have steel plates. So why don't you want to connect to this one? Come on. Get me up there. Did I put the piston in upside down? Is that why? Conveyor junction, piston, piston, piston. That's not the thing we wanted. Probably put this in the wrong way. Piston. There we go. Now we should be able to place this one as soon as we get the resources for it. Of course, we can't redraw everything. Want it like that. Are running low on iron again. So one more trip to the iron mine, and then during daylight we go and look for magnesium, silver, silicon. In the meantime, this one and then we recharge. There we go. Okay, good. We have something over here, I think. Looks to be some gray stuff here. Silver. Perfect. That's not GPS. GPS AG. There's a 1.8. 1.8. What else do we have here? Cobalt. Yeah, I guess we can mark it. I don't know. 1.86. There's something else. Nickel. GPS NA 1.97. GPS silicon 1.96. Magnesium, perfect. GPS MG 191. Start with this one. We need to get the ammunition sorted. Plus it takes a long time for the refinery to refine this stuff here. Then I think we take a load of nickel after we've taken this load here. And then one load of cobalt, and then we focus again on iron to build up the conduits, the connectors, conveyor tubes and all that. Okay. The only thing we haven't found yet is the gold. While it would be great to have, it's not important at this time. Do this. Magnesium, their entrance. Should check out the lake during daytime to see if there's any ore hiding in there. Might be something closer. There is something here. Yep, magnesium. So Mg, oh, GPS, Mg, ice. What else do we have? Silicon. Slash GPS. So there we go. Oh, this is a very dark spot. Good. It is a nice sized lake. Anyway, back to the nickel. We did find nickel, right? Yeah, here. What was the other one? The cobalt? No. This one, silver. There we go. And we get to the nickel. There's no point taking the silver just yet because I think I need a standard refinery to be able to refine it. But since the basic assembler can build the ammunition, at least that type of ammunition, then stands to reason that the basic refinery can also refine it. We will know when we get back. Okay, that's nice. Full load. Sounds like you're busy with the magnesium. Excellent. So that's magnesium and nickel. So production is going to be 100 of those. How much do we need? We have enough nickel. Magnesium powder is 5, and then iron. Okay. Grab this stuff. Where did the hole go? There it is. So what I will do is I will go back to my previous game, make a blueprint. Actually, I still think I have it. I don't know if I actually deleted that save, but getting that, and hopefully make a blueprint on my miner ship. Then I can mine. I don't mind mining. And then from there I move on to building out the base. Move that to the front. Production should be enough, right? Magnesium 535, and we need less than that. Just the iron, which we now have. There we go. So you can make all those. Off. 10. That should do it. And it keeps 5 for myself. There. Now if we look at this one, 330 rounds, which is good, but you're not loaded. Why are you not loaded? Target missile, small ships, large ships, stations, characters, neutrals. Yeah. Oh. I used the wrong method to try and activate my thingy. So this ship is doing good. I think that actually the power on it now looks at the fully recharging 4 hours. If I put it in there, I should be okay, but it should be safe where it is, so I just leave it. We can actually put it on recharge, so then it's going to charge in 7 minutes, and we'll just leave it there for now. Auto means that basically every battery connected to the grid is being used up. So we can remove this one, can remove this one. Still haven't placed those yet. Question is, do we want it on that side or on that side? Doesn't make much difference. However, if we're going to bring in ice, no, again, it doesn't make much difference at all. But are we connecting through here? That one in the bottom, and it goes all the way over here, and then up on the inside of the wall. So basically on this one, let's see, we got, okay, let's grab, what do we need? We need some of that, some of that. That's just to get us started. Which direction do we place the refinery on? If we place it like that, then the opening is on that side. If we do it like this, just to be able to hook up those things, that means that here, see number 8, that one goes there, and then number 5 goes there. How are we on? I think either that way or the other way. But then that's in the wall, so this way And then we have another we can't keep going if we don't put number 8. We do this, 2 of those, and then we put another one of these here, and then we take number 6. This is not an ideal position if you want to have we don't really need to access it, but yeah, we do this, and we do number 8, and we turn it that way, and then we place another conveyor junction, and then we place number 6, which is a assembler as such. Then we can fit all the 4 upgrade or 4 modules on that one. We can put 4 modules on this one, and this one needs to be connected. It's connected to the wall now, so try and build this one and try and build this one. Get that one, and it's connected here, so we just need to make diggity hole. Damn it. Come on. Done. And across. Really don't like that hole there, or that ore inside, or the ground inside, but it is what it is. So will still function without any issues. And I'm worried that if I'm going to remove this now, it's not going to allow me, or the stuff on top will fall down, unless I can secure it like this, which is not securing it because there's nothing else attaching it. If I do this, get rid of that fellow symbol, then place the conveyor junction again. Now we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No, this. Just hope we don't get attacked from the other side. Because this ships here are in trouble. Basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to build up the roof. This is the roof. And I'm going to place turrets in each corner. And also in the middle. And then I'm going to have wind turbines there as well. And then I'm going to have a landing spot in the center for ships with a connector at the bottom. I think that's going to be good. Still need more inventory space. It's okay. We should be able to grab, well, not everything because the large steel tubes take space, but all the steel plates needed. I think we should be able to grab and a bunch of other resources as well. And once we have this one up and running, we can actually grab the silver. But we then still need to build a assembler on the side. But since these two are now, oh well, they're not connected, but they will be. That won't be an issue to make the medical components. Then I just quickly go back, build why can't you withdraw? What is it that you can't withdraw? Is it because you don't have it, or is it, and why don't you have it? I told you to build this one and the assembler. Why are you being a dick about it? Can I build you? So okay. Okay, what else are we missing? Ow, ow. Hit my head and then my shin. Ta-da! It is alive. Yeah, we don't need to do that there. We can actually move the magnesium construction over here. And go grab more iron. Okay, finish off with your nickel. I grab this another load of iron and then we go and get the silver. Is there an ore hidden in the voxels? AG18. I'm coming for you. One full load should be enough for 3 medical components. So we make those, make our way back and place, I mean, yeah, I guess we don't really have to place it there, but we do it anyway, and then we place one in the hole that we built, just to be on the safe side. So we have some backups. Or should the hole just be the only place where we have that? Okay, we found the silver. Just removing the extra ore or stone around it, so we don't have to throw that out. Okay, silver, silver, silver. So it gives me a bunch of stone, aren't you? Yep, big enough. This is good. We're making good progress. We need a goal for the modular upgrades though, that's for sure. So how are you doing? Are you making anything? No? So you made everything you need? Doesn't look like it. See? Told you. Which one is this? Don't need more motors. Assembler. Yeah. So we need more iron still. What does this one say? Nope, we have enough. We have enough nickel. We have all the resources we need. Good. Why are you so slow? Why are you making those things? Those are like not the important thing at all. Okay, make those now. Boom, 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 boom. That's good. Let's go up here. Don't need that one. You should probably put a O2H2 generator on the base so we don't have to jump and fly up here all the time when we need something. And we will, when the time is right. Just want to get this assembler and refinery connected. Remember when I said that those steel plates weren't important? Well, duh, they are. No, make them. I'll probably build a few other stuff in the meantime. This one needs the steel plate only, so good, good, good. Here we go. The assembler is ready for orders. So first thing we order up is 3 medical components. Production. So to do that we need some iron, some nickel. Easy. How much silver do we need? We need 20 silver to make 3. And how much silver do we have? We have 105. That's good. Excellent work, people. And we have to come up with a color scheme for our base. Neutral gray. It works, but it's not nice. I am partial to red, black, and yellow or gold. I like that color combination myself, but let's see what we go with here. Probably had it already, but doesn't hurt putting in construction of a few extra. Definitely know I'm going to be needing the motors. They're hooked up. Excellent. Let's check on the battery status. So 4 hours to charge because those are not up and running. Now we just need to connect this entire thing and then we can basically tear down this stuff up here. Turn off, turn off. So we take all this stuff here as much as we can, which was that. Put it in there to make the medical components. Yep. Three medical components. The good thing about this one is that you can actually tell it to build the final product. which would be conv. So we need, let's say, 15 of those. Just iron and nickel. How are we on iron? We have that. We have the nickel. So no problem. Let's grab those first. So we can build to okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't think I got all of them. No, I did not. Okay. So basically what I will be doing now between this session and the next one is build this up. Build up the walls, build structures as I said, with the wind power on top. And then you see what we work on next time, right? So as you saw over here, I did leave another space for another container, and then this is going to be just nothing specific. Then I'm going to have a third container here and a hydrogen tank, a large hydrogen tank, to start storing hydrogen. That way I can get ready for when I finally leave the place, or not finally, but when I leave the planet, I will need hydrogen thrusters to break through the atmosphere. There we go. Now this is connected this way. We just need to connect this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Almost done. So I will end the episode once I connect to this stuff, if I have enough resources. Why can't we do that? Oh, we're still working on it. There we go. So, last thing we do is rename this base component as such. And we look inside and it should, there we go. And then we pick a color scheme. Battered armor, carbon fiber armor, clean camouflage, camouflage, golden, no, wood, silver, mossy. What the hell is happening? Oh, the sun's setting. That's scary. Carbon fiber. Is that a good color? No, it's not. We need something that is slightly like that, maybe. Shift, ta-da. Oh, we didn't finish this one. Do we have enough? No? Can we make it? Yes, we can. But this is the last thing we do. And as I said, another container, tank, and then we find a spot to put the oxygen generators, an oxygen tank as well. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this shape up. Gonna require a lot of iron, but that's something I can gather now during the night time. Oh, wait. Can we now? We should be able to. Let's do this. G cryo. Remove that, and that. Where's the cryo? There it is. This is just a temporary location for it because just gonna sleep through the night. I'm not quite sure how it functions, but since it's dark here, it should allow me to sleep through the night, I think. Now you can hook this up to pipes so you can get oxygen and power and whatnot. Can't sleep, it's daytime, you don't need to sleep. It's not daytime, it's dark. See? Well, that's daytime, but this is a different time zone, it's nighttime. Anyway, just step in there until it tells you to sleep or that you're sleeping, then you can step out and you can see how the day just comes by really quickly. But yeah, we have that set up. Good. We can work throughout the day and sleep throughout the night. Probably pick that one up, but not today, not now. So, thank you for watching, and I see you next time. Bye-bye.